Hey guys, welcome back. So I was cleaning up and I found a box of these, and basically they were my old Star Trek FASA Federation ships, Klingon ships, and Romulan ships, and it was for this game right here, the Star Trek Starship Tactical Combat Simulator. And it was interesting because I got into the tactical side of things for space warfare because I thought it was pretty cool. And I had bought this game when I was still in the Marine Corps, and it actually comes with. Let me just run through it here for you. It actually. Now, the last time I opened this up was in 2006, where I must have needed some blank copies or something because I put together all this crap. And this is relatively new. So this game came out in the 80s. And I think it was like 1983, 1984, around that time. And you had all these little cardboard cutouts, and the ships were there too. So you got your rule book, your master control book, which was all your ships that you could control. And let's see, we got we have a FASA core order form for Doctor Who products, Battletech, Star Trek, pretty cool, science fiction games, Combots, Battlestar Galactica, Masters of the Universe, and miscellaneous. That's pretty cool. So, all these things here, I had photocopied for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And I'll have to straighten that out. But basically what you did, it was you were a commander of a spaceship that came like this, and you could buy the blister packs for the lead figures. And they had, like the Rathacon, you got a D7 in this with the figures for the role-playing game. Because this was a spin-off of the RPG, Star Trek's RPG. So in this one here, the Wrath of Khan, this was the Klingon set. You got all the Klingons, and you got a D7 Klingon cruiser, which was pretty cool. So you had that. You had this one here. This was the Enterprise and crew. So you got the Enterprise refit right there, and you got the entire crew for the Enterprise right there for your RPG game. That was pretty good. And then you had the Wrath of Khan with the Reliant. So on this one here, spread I don't have to. On this one here, you got the Reliant, and you got Sing Khan's crew right there. Sing Noonan Khan, yeah. So that was pretty cool. Now you were in charge of a ship, and you had to decide where all the power was going to go. You had deflector shields, you had your torpedoes, you had your phases, you had your speed, and this was your ship. You would keep track of what you were firing, your total power available for each system. So it was pretty good. So basically it was a RPG role-playing game, but it was also a tactical simulator. And you got these grid maps right here. They're two very large grid maps because everything was hex-based. You used two 10-sided dice. The dice aren't here, but that's not a problem. But you actually got two of these big hex maps, and that's how movement was decided. And they would actually your ships, the bases would actually fit right there. So it would still be hex map movement and shooting, and that was pretty cool. So basically that's the way that worked out. And this is a really good game. I really enjoyed playing this game. It fell by the wayside because FASA ended up losing the rights to make Star Trek stuff. I don't know when that happened, but you had all these, like, here's a bird of prey. Here's a Romulan bird of prey. Oh, that was a Klingon bird of prey. This is a Romulan bird of prey. Here's a Federation Excelsior class. Oh, there's a Chandler right there. That's pretty cool. Here's a Remora. That's a Remora class Federation ship. Here's a Brightwind Romulan ship. Here's a Gorn ship. Here's an Orion blockade runner. What else we got? Oh, that's a Lochnar right there. That's pretty cool. And, oh, look, a Grissom. There's a Grissom class right there. So that's pretty neat. This is just a cutout. And it has nothing to do with the game. So you had these, and these would fit on the hex, and you would move it. So it was a pretty neat game. And then they came out with those if you wanted to do that. So that's pretty cool. Like, and these were all busted up. They're all like my Andor right here. They're all messed up. So basically, they came out with this set right here to kind of like get you going for the RPG, and then you had your tech manuals for your ships. So you had the Romulan, the Klingon, and the Federation, and these basically gave you rundown, the timeline of all active ships when they were like, here's Constitution class right here, and it would tell you when they were built. And here's the Reliant, the Anton, the Lochnar. So these are pretty cool. And these would give you a brief history, give you the stats that you needed to fill out on your console, and the notes for the different ships. So they're pretty cool. And you got those right there. I've got 2 sets of these for some reason. And then these are all supplements to the role-playing game right here. This ship construction manual so you can build ships. And oh my god, this is the last game I had. It was orders Klingon Commanders, Capture Federation Research Vessel USS Archer. Ships assigned as IKS D7 Battlecruiser, IKS L-42 frigate. And then I remember my ex-wife and one of my buddies were playing, and I had the USS Lexington. Ship assigned to protect the Archer. So that's pretty good. So I had to escort the Archer back. I think I lost. So, yeah, that was a pretty good game. So it was pretty neat. I enjoyed it. And I think the last time I really looked at this game was in 2006. And that was that. The next game that we go to is the Star Frontiers. And Star Frontiers was an RPG game. And I was doing RPG in the Marine Corps. I was doing Dungeons & Dragons with TSR. And I wanted to do something different. I want to kind of explore into space. So I ended up picking up this set right here for TSR to kind of like mix in with my Dungeons & Dragons. At that time, I saw that Nighthawks came out. And because I was familiar with Star Frontiers and the RPG game, that I ended up picking this setup, Alpha Dawn and Nighthawks. And Nighthawks is another tactical space game. And with Nighthawks, you got your tactical operations manual right here. You got another hex map, but the hexes are really tiny. And what ends up happening here is, okay, that's the RPG. You got these little cardboard spaceships, and you got your campaign book, and then you got your expansion book as well. And then they gave you a cool white light Nighthawks mission brief. This is the map you would follow, and if your enemy, you'd meet at these little areas right here, and you would go to the grid, and then you would fight. So these also had, they came out with metal figures as well, but then you didn't use the grid, you went using, you could either use centimeters or you could use inches, depending on where you were. So you ended up having these. I don't have any of my old ships left because I don't know what happened to them. They're gone. But I ended up picking these up off of eBay, and this is the nemesis of the Federation. The Federation ships are there. These are the Sather ships. These are kind of like lizard, like salamanders that work on two legs. And you, on this one here, in this set, you got the heavy cruiser, light cruiser, and a frigate. Plus, you could play pirates as well. The Federation ships were a battleship, a destroyer, a frigate, and some assault scammer ships with a freighter. So that's pretty cool. They're about the size of these here. As you can see here, I mean, these are them. These are the Federation destroyer frigates and scouts right there. So you can see the size of that, right? And then here you have, okay, so I've got three packages of the frigates and scouts, and here we have some pirates. There's a pirate frigate and some pirate scouts assault ships right there. And here the bases. The bases are like strange. You got these little rods, and you got the X marks the spot. So that was Nighthawk. So I played this game. I played Star Trek. I played this game here, Star Frontiers, and this is a role-playing game. I should probably keep it separate. So so that was Star Frontiers, and that was pretty cool. You got a lot of the RPG stuff there. So this was the 80s. This was 80s, and then here we are into the 90s, and guess what this is? This is Games Workshop came out with this. This is one of those auxiliary games that they came out with, which was an awesome game. Basically, it was Spaceborne, and it was in metric system. You had the little whippy sticks. It was blue, and it was in I believe it was in centimeters, and you had the Empire. You had the Imperial, so you had the Imperium. You had Chaos. You had Space Marine, and you had Orcs, and you had Eldar. These are the blisters that you would get, and they came in a box set. So the box set you got 4 Imperial cruisers, and you got 4 Chaos cruisers, and the Chaos cruisers were right here. So you got 4 of these little babies right here, and then you got 4 of them. So in order to take a battleship, you had to have 3 cruisers. In order to take a heavy battleship, a heavy cruiser, you'd have to have 2 regular cruisers. So you could take a heavy, and then the 3 of them, you could take a battleship, but you could take escorts, like frigates and destroyers, all you wanted. So that was a pretty cool game. I enjoyed it. BattleFleet Gothic was an awesome game. Very expensive now because I need one more frigate. I need one more strike cruiser for my Space Marine. And this is like $50, which is insane. Insane how much these go for now. You can get the Orcs pretty cheap for some reason. But Eldar are expensive. Chaos are expensive. Look at these battleships, huh? Pretty cool. And then once we leave BattleFleet Gothic, and I played this a lot. And in the 90s, I played this a lot. And this game went from, I think, 1999 all the way to 2013, or 2012 or 2013. And then it became like a side game, and they didn't support it anymore. I ventured into Star Wars stuff. This was Fantasy Flight games, but COVID hit, so we basically played it with... You end up playing yourself because you couldn't play anywhere because things were closed down. But they had a Star Wars Armada and Star Wars X-Wing, and they came out with the second edition of X-Wing. I think they're pretty cool. These are Armada ships right here, and these are the X-Wing. Oh, wow, okay. So these are the X-Wing. They're pretty cool. The models are pretty neat. You can paint them like I have, or you can leave them be because they're already painted. So they're pretty neat. Like that's the set that you got. Basic set is pretty cool if you want to try it. But I would, I don't know. You could get both if you want. They're only like $30, but they're pretty cool set. So yeah, if there's anything in here you want me to take a deeper dive, let me know. It's just a brief overview of the different space games that I really enjoyed playing. So I would have really loved to take a look at this and see how this goes. I had fun playing playing the Imperium, and this was an awesome game right here. This FASA, and this one here, Star Frontiers, was pretty cool. They're all good. I love them all, and yeah. So I found them and I took them out, and I was going through my basement, and yeah. So guys, have a good one. It's been a crazy, crazy year. So let's hope this next year is better. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. It's a crazy world out there. If there's anything here you want me to take a deeper dive, let me know. I still am looking into maybe having a game of the pirate game there that I reviewed a little while. I just got to talk my son into playing another game. We did have a rematch, and Napoleon won again on the FX game, but somebody copyrighted me for some reason, and I had to delete it. So sad. Be good to each other. Ciao.